When the world ends, it doesn't come as fire or thunder. It comes as thirst. The kind that cracks your lips and turns your mind into static. You start to dream of rivers, of ice cubes melting on your tongue, of taps that never ran dry. But when you finally find water, real, cold, rippling water, you hesitate. Because out here, water isn't life, it's a gamble. What once nourished you now hides an invisible army: bacteria, parasites, heavy metals, microplastics. The apocalypse doesn't need monsters, it has microbes, and they're patient. You can last 3 days without drinking, but one sip of the wrong water can kill you in one. Civilization trained you to trust clarity, to believe transparency means safety. Out here, clarity is camouflage. What you see as salvation may already be plotting your slow collapse from the inside. The truth is cruel. You won't die of thirst because you couldn't find water. You'll die because you found the wrong kind. In survival, purity isn't found, it's made. You can't see them, that's the trick. The deadliest things in this world don't roar or shimmer, they wait. Giardia, cholera, E. coli, microscopic assassins that slip past your senses. They'll turn your gut into a battlefield, strip your body of hydration faster than any drought. You'll think you're drinking life, but you're drinking decay. It's poetic in a way. Civilization's downfall reduced to a war fought in the stomach. Every sip becomes a negotiation between life and entropy. This is what people forget. Water doesn't forgive ignorance, it punishes it. The cleanest stream hides corpses upstream. The clearest puddle is a mirror of false hope. When you scoop it up, it's not about taste or smell, it's about science and respect. Remember that. Out here, ignorance is extinction disguised as thirst. 3 minutes without air, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food. That's the ancient math of mortality. But those numbers are for the civilized, for the unbroken. Out here, they don't mean much. You're not counting minutes anymore. You're counting molecules. Your body is a chemical engine. Water fuels every spark of it. It moves your blood, cushions your joints, carries your thoughts. You don't think without water. You don't exist without it. But water is treacherous. The first settlers, the first explorers, they all died not from hunger, but from trusting the wrong river. They wrote it in journals. Clear water, bitter taste, death followed. History repeats itself with every fool who drinks first and thinks later. The rule of threes becomes something else in the ruins. 3 mistakes and you're gone. The first, trust the surface. The second, ignore the science. The third, believe you're the exception. Nobody is, not even you.
Boil it. The oldest rule in the book. 1 full minute at a rolling boil. 3 if you're in the mountains. Heat is the simplest purifier we ever invented, and still the most effective. Pathogens hate physics. At 100 degrees Celsius, their fragile structures collapse, their DNA unravels, and they die. Invisible screams echoing inside the pot. It's brutal, honest chemistry. But fire is a luxury. Smoke betrays your location. Wood runs out. Rain turns your tinder to sludge. so you improvise. Black plastic stretched in sunlight becomes a solar still. A metal pot left on a car hood cooks microbes by patience alone. Science doesn't need comfort, it just needs time. And while the water bubbles, think about this. Every hiss, every rolling wave is history boiling away. The arrogance of thinking we ever controlled nature. You're not boiling water, you're sterilizing your own mistakes. Remember that the next time you hold a cup and call it safe. Filtration is ritual. You take chaos and force it through order. Sand, charcoal, gravel, cloth, each layer another prayer to physics. Charcoal especially is sacred. It's death turned into salvation, burnt matter trapping toxins in microscopic pores. But don't confuse clarity with safety. Filtered water looks honest, but honesty is cheap out here. You still boil it, you still treat it, you still doubt. Doubt keeps you alive. When the old world died, it left you chemistry. Bleach, iodine, chlorine, the holy trinity of purification. 2 drops of unscented bleach per liter. Mix, wait 30 minutes. Death undone by dosage. The same element that bleached floors in hospitals now keeps blood clean in your veins. Iodine tablets, they taste like punishment, but they work. Science isn't comfortable, it's effective. Remember this, everything is poison. It's just a matter of concentration. Too little and you die of microbes. Too much and you die of yourself. That's the balance of existence. Survival by precision. Measure, wait, think. People used to pray for miracles. Now they carry them in old detergent bottles. You don't need faith anymore. You need chemistry and patience. And if this moment, right here, right now, teaches you something, hold on to it. Science is the only religion that answers.
Your body filters everything. Blood, air, thought. But when poisoned, it betrays you. Dehydration thickens your plasma, dulls your mind, sabotages logic. Soon thirst starts whispering lies. Just one sip. It looks clean. That's how people die. Not from lack of water, but from bargaining with it. Don't listen. Trust movement, not stillness. Flowing water stands a better chance than stagnant pools. Collect rain, melt snow, but avoid the runoff that drips from metal or decay. Build traps for condensation. Even dew on leaves can save you if you're patient enough to gather it. You are 60% water, but in collapse, that number becomes sacred. Every molecule inside you came from a source you once ignored. Respect it now. Protect it fiercely. Out here, your body isn't your temple, it's your filtration system. Keep it running. Keep it clean. No filter, no bleach, no stove? Fine. You still have the sun, gravity, and desperation. Dig a hole. Place a cup in the center. Stretch clear plastic across the top. Weigh it down with a stone. The sun will heat the soil, and clean vapor will collect beneath, dripping salvation drop by drop. It's slow, yes, but so is dying. Distillation is humility turned to science. You're not conquering nature, you're cooperating with it. Even trash becomes holy when used with intent. That torn tarp, that piece of glass, that foil wrapper from an old ration pack. They're tools now. Nothing is useless when you're out of options. Remember, isn't survival comfort, it's adaptation. The difference between dying and living is measured in improvisation. You don't need perfection, you need persistence. Out here, every drop is proof that intelligence still exists,
and it's wearing your face. Thirst isn't just biology, it's memory. The ghost of rivers and rain, of civilization's arrogance. The same species that built cities by water will destroy itself by drinking it wrong. You are the continuation of that irony, but you're also the correction. You know now that water isn't salvation, it's negotiation. Every drink is a contract. You test, you boil, you wait. You don't trust beauty, you trust science. The apocalypse doesn't care how thirsty you are, it only respects those who prepare. So when the next drop touches your tongue, understand what it costs. Time, energy, reason. And if this knowledge kept you alive even one more day, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and ring the bell. Not for vanity, but for connection. Somewhere, someone else is still fighting the same thirst. You might just save them. Water built our world, and now it decides who gets to stay. In this new silence, purity isn't found, it's made through science, patience, and will. Stay alive. Stay rational. And if this helped, subscribe to the channel, like, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next survival lesson. The world may be ending, but knowledge doesn't have to.